श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ओम सदाशिवसमारंभां शंकराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शंकरं लोकशंकरम्। ओम सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। So we saw yesterday that Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma न परस्परम संबध्यन्ते परार्थत्वात् विशेष्यार्था ही थे। अतः एकैको विशेषण शब्दः परस्परम निरपेक्षो ब्रह्म शब्देन संबध्यते। सत्यम ब्रह्म ज्ञानम ब्रह्म अनंतम ब्रह्म इति। सत्यम इति यद्रूपेण यन्निश्चितं तद्रूपं न व्यभिचरति तत्सत्यम्। यद्रूपेण निश्चितं यत्तद्रूपं व्यभिचरत् अनृतम् इति उच्यते। अतः विकारो अनृतम्। वाचारम्भणं विकारो नामधेयं मृत्तिकेत्येव सत्यम्। एवं सदैव सत्यम् इति अवधारणात्। अतः सत्यं ब्रह्म इति ब्रह्म विकारात् निर्वर्तयति। Now we saw that in these three, that is Satyam Jnanam Anantam, these are Parasparam, that is mutually not related, but Brahma Shabdena Sambhadyate. Each one of them is related to the word Brahma, Brahma Shabdena. Because mutually there is no meaning. Satyam is not Jnanam, Jnanam is not Anantam, just as we saw yesterday that the Mahat, Neelam, Mahat, Sugandhi, Utpalam. Neelam is not Mahat, Mahat is not Sugandhi, etc. Now what is Satyam? Yad Rupena yan Nischitam tad Rupam na Vyabhijana. So, whence a nature of any object, a nature is ascertained to any object, the nature when it is not changing, it is called Satyam. Na Vyabhicharati. If it is changing, it is called Anrutam. And Vacharambhanam Vikaro Namadheyam Mrittaketeva Satyam Chandogya Upanishad. That is, all this speech, that is transformation, all the transformation or modification, vikaras, are only on the speech, on the tongue, in the speech. Murtiketyeva satyam. Where is pot? Pot is only not in the mud. In the sense what? Only it is clay is real. Everything is vikaraha, modifications of the clay. वहाँ पे निकाल दो अगरबत्ती नीचे पीछे. So modifications are there, they are unreal. So clay alone is real. Now very carefully. Evam sadeva satyam iti avadharanat. That means sateva satyam iti avadharanat. Thus now that alone is real, that exists. That is the meaning. So what is real now? Satyam, that which exists is real. Now once you arrive at this conclusion, ataha satyam brahma iti brahma vikarat nivartayati. So in saying satyam brahma, the brahma is ruled out. Any modifications any modification in the Brahman is ruled out by saying Satyam Brahma. In Brahmavastu, any modification is ruled out. So that is the meaning of Satyam Brahma. Why? What is Satyam? In all that which remains the same in all periods of time. Once the nature, whatever is the nature of a vastu is ascertained to an object in nature, that nature doesn't change. Understood. Now once you say Brahma is freed from all modification, Satyam Brahma means what? It is indicating that Brahman is mentioning or defining or saying that the Brahman is freed from all modifications. Now this is the conclusion. Now, Ataha Karanatvam Praptam Brahmana. Now on account of this, from this conclusion that the Brahman is freed from all the modifications. Now that means what? Karya Vilakshanam Brahma. That is the meaning. So Brahma is Satyam. What is Anrutam or Asatyam? That which is modification, modifying. So what is the modification effects? They are all Karya. So Karya Vilakshanam, that which is opposite to Karyam, is Brahma. Now what we saw first, Brahma is Satyam. Satyam means Brahma is freed from modifications. So what are modifications? Karyam, effects. So Karya Vilakshanam Brahma, opposite of Anrutam is Brahma Satyam. That means what is happening? So Brahma is the Karanam. Now that means what? In Satyam Brahma, when we say simple Satyam Brahma and leave it, now since all this is all effects, Ataha Praptam Brahmana Karanatvam, meaning it now the Brahma becomes cause, Brahma attains causehood. When we say Satyam Brahma, it means it is a cause. Now cause of what? Because Karya Vilakshanam, there are only three things, Karya and two things, Karya and Karanam. So it is not Karya. Brahman is not Karya. Why? Karya is changing. It is Asatyam. Brahma is Satyam. Karya is Asatyam, changing. Opposite of that is Brahma. That is Satyam. Satyam. So what is Karya Vilakshanam? Other than Karyam. Other than Karyam, what is left now? Karanam. Therefore Brahmani becomes cause. Ataha, now, therefore, Karanatvam Praptam Brahmanaha. Karanasya cha Karakatvam Vastutvat. Mrudvad Achidrupatacha Praptaha. Ataha idam uchyate Jnanam Brahma iti. Now the problem in merely mentioning Satyam Brahma and leaving it, the problem is in Satyam Brahma, Brahman attains causehood because it is Anrutam, that we saw logic now. Now, if Brahman is not real, that is, Brahman is not the Karyam, then Brahman must be treated as cause. Not Karyam. So Karya Karana. So Karya is not there. Karya is ruled out. Now what option is left out? Karanam. So Brahma is Karanam. Now once you attain this Karakatvam, Karakatvam means the causative factor in Brahman, the causative factor in the cause, in making Brahman as the cause. So the causative factor which is there in the cause, in the Brahman as cause. So the causative factor is there. Now what is that now? Karanasya cha Karakatvam Vastutvat. Now what is this Karyam made up of? Karya, as we understand, this is all made up of Panchabhautika Srushti or matter. Everything that which is changing, subject is all matter. Now matter is effects, meaning Karanam must also become substance only now. If you say Brahma is the Karya Vilakshanam, that means Brahma becomes Karanam. Karanam for what? Karanam for this Jagat Srushti. What is Srushti made up of? Matter. Therefore Brahman is substance. Murdvad, like a clay it becomes. So in mentioning Satyam Brahma, ultimately what is the understanding reached? That Brahma becomes Karanatvam, Karanasya cha Karakatvam Vastutvat, because it's a material cause of a substance it becomes. It becomes a cause. And what is the cause there? It is substance. As substance, Brahman is substance, as a matter. Once, like a clay, mrudvad, like a clay and the pots. So karya vilakshanam. What is mrud? Karya vilakshanam. Other than the karya is a clay. So Brahma, not unreal, meaning it is real. What is unreal? Karyam. Then what is real? Karya vilakshanam. That is karanam. And what is karya? Substance, matter, modification. So what should be the cause? Brahman also should become the matter or substance or cause. That means in Satyam Brahma, what is it arrived now conclusion? That Brahman is, two defects are seen in this now. Two defects are, Brahma is the Karanam, is the one defect, and the other is Brahma becomes insentient, is another defect. So in merely saying Satyam Brahma, these two defects are now seen, surfaced. So, because Brahma is not a Karaka, he is not a Kartru. So now these two defects, Brahma is a Karanam, cause, and other defect is Brahma is insentient. So cause and insentient, these two defects are surfaced. So now, to remove these defects again, Vastutvat mrudvad, like a clay, achidrupata, insentient, prapta. Karanasya cha karakatvam vastutvat mrudvad, achidrupata, karakatvam and achidrupata. The causeness and also achidrupata, insentiency, is attributed or surfaced as the two defects in Brahman now. By saying what? Satyam Brahma. Satyam Brahma karke kahke chhod diya, then these two defects are seen. देखो हमारा अनजान में हम क्या क्या कहते हैं, ब्रह्म तो सच्ची ही है. तो सत्यम ब्रह्म को छोड़ देते, सारे क्लास उसी पे चलते रहते हैं, डिस्कशन. So this is it's incomplete definition, because in that there are defects. Therefore, achidrupata cha prapta ataha idam uchyate. Therefore, to remove these two defects, what are two defects? Brahman as a cause, karakatvam as a karana, and also jada, achidrupata. To remove these two defects, jnanam brahma iti. Now, Jnanam Brahma is what used. So, Brahman is said to be now Jnanam. Now, what is Jnanam here? The general notes. Let us think about something. So, in Jnanam Brahma, in the saying Jnanam Brahma, Jnanam is, for our understanding now, is qualifying Brahman. Okay? So Brahman is qualified as Jnanam, Jnanam Brahma, one of the attributes. Visheshanas, not as a Brahma is Visheshya, but defining Brahman. Adjectives are used in the form of a Lakshana also, Visa. In Jnanam Brahma, so in Brahman is now defined, qualified by Jnanam. Very good. Now, in saying that Brahman is, Jnanam Brahma, what are we trying to prove or show? So Jnanam Brahma is intended to prove that Brahman is neither the cause nor it is insentient. So now Jnanam Brahma Vakyam should remove these two defects. That Brahman is the cause and the Brahman is insentient. These two are to be removed. That's why Jnanam Brahma is Prayogam, Prayogartha. This word is used. Now, Jnana Shabda is derived in many senses, in different sense. Number one, Janati iti Jnanam. One definition is Janati iti Jnanam means, here the Jnanam is the knower. the agent of knowing, janati iti jnanam. What is jnanam? Janati iti jnanam. One is knower, knower, knower or knower. Okay, agent of the act of knowing. Second one is jnayate iti jnanam. Jnayate means that which is known, the object. Jnayate, known. What is jnanam? Janati iti jnanam or jnayate iti jnanam. Third one is jnayate anena iti jnanam. Third derivation of jnana shabda, derived. That is the instrument of knowledge. Anena, through this a knowledge is gained. So instrument it become now. So instrument of knowledge also is called as jnanam. That means what? Jnatru, jnaya and the act of knowing, jnanam, the triputi. So jnanam is janati iti jnanam, is a knower. Jnayate iti jnanam, object. Jnayate anena iti jnanam is instrument of knowledge. 3. The fourth one is jnaptihi iti jnanam. Jnaptihi means mere knowledge. That's all. Knowledge. Full stop. Now, anyway, let us see now. Which of these four meanings, out of these four, which meaning has to be taken here in Jnanam Brahma? Should we take Jnanati iti Jnanam, Jnayate iti Jnanam, or Jnayate anena iti Jnanam, or Jnaptihi iti Jnanam? So Siddhanta. Now first Siddhanta Pratipadana is now important. What is Siddhanta? So Acharya sometimes Siddhanta Pratipadanam. Siddhanta now is stated. This is our Siddhanta. And then they ruled out the other possibilities in subsequent Bhashya. That is one method of conveying. Or take out different options first, rule out one by one, and arrive at Siddhanta in the end. In these two approaches, the commentaries are written. First Siddhanta Pratipadanam, then other possibilities in the form of objections are ruled out. Or first other possibilities are noted down, each one by one is ruled out, and then arrived later at the Siddhanta and proved and concluded. Now here, first Siddhanta is Pratipadanam. What is Siddhanta? Siddhanta is given now. So, what is ultimate Siddhanta? What is to be taken? Out of four, all the three are ruled out. The fourth one is Jnanam Jnaptihi is taken there. Siddhanta is Jnanam Jnaptihi. Jnaptihi Avabodha. Jnana means what? Knowledge or consciousness. Avabodha. Bhava sadhano jnana shabdaha natu jnana kartru brahma visheshanatvat satya anantabhyam saha. Now, this bhava sadhana means what? So, what is the Siddhanta? Jnana means jnaptihi, knowledge. What is jnanam here? Knowledge is taken. Not act of knowing, not the object known, or the agent of knowing, not the instrument of knowledge. All these three are ruled out. Merely knowledge is taken. Without these three other options. Now let us see now. So, Acharya says it is bhava sadhanam. Bhava sadhano jnana shabdaha. Now, bhava sadhana means what? Bhava sadhana means it conveys, the word bhava sadhana conveys an abstract notion of the verb jna, to know. Jna means to know, jnayate, jna. Jna means to know. It is actually conveying an abstract notion of the verb to know. To know Okay, well, what is the abstract notion of that? Pure knowledge. That means what? Let us see. Normally, we use jnanam is the word used. Normally, whenever we use jnanam is word used. Here in our Upanishad, the jnana word is conveying abstraction, an abstract notion, abstract noun, something. Normally what we do, jnana shabda is taken by us normally as a concrete entity, because knowledge cannot exist on its own without a person who is possessing the knowledge. We don't use compassion, we use compassionate. We don't say knowledge, we say knowledgeable. So what do we understand? The God possesses knowledge. That is our understanding. That means an entity is deposited there. So God is there, Ishvara or somebody is there. He possesses knowledge. So without postulating an entity who is possessing this knowledge, we cannot imagine merely knowledge, inverted commas. We can't imagine. So therefore, here, without creating an entity, knowledge is indicated as jnaptihi avabodha. There is nothing, somebody who's having this knowledge, possessor of knowledge, jnanavan, not there. So that Brahman is pure knowledge or jnanam, and it is not jnanavan. Jnana kartru, no. So what is bhava sadhana? Jnana shabdaha, bhava sadhano jnana shabdaha means it is indicating an abstract notion of the verb jna, to know. It's an abstract. It is not an entity whom we are referring to. So we can't understand the knowledge exists as pure knowledge. We have to associate with somebody who is a knower of it. Once you associate knower, the known, the instrument of knowing, all the three are coming. So jnanam jnaptihi avabodha siddhantam. Bhava sadhano jnana shabdaha natu jnana kartru. So it is not jnana kartru. It is not an act of or agent of act of knowing. Jnana kartru is a knower, is an agent who is involved in the act of knowing. So in the jnana shabda, 3 words, 4 words we saw. Jnanam iti, anena, instrument of knowledge. Object, jnanam, janati iti jnanam, or jnanakartru. All the 3 are ruled out. Pure knowledge. So our mind, because we cannot associate, we cannot keep quiet without associating knowledge with some other factor. Jnana kartru, it is not agent of knowing. It is not an agent there. Jnana kartru is not there. who is involved in the act of knowing, as an agent of knowing. There is no agent of knowing there. Hayya, knowledge without knower. Knowledge is pure consciousness, chit. Why? Because Brahma Visheshanatva Satya Anantabhyam Saha. Now why? Because this Jnana Shabda, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma, this Jnanam, Satyam Jnanam Anantam, these three Visheshanas defining Brahman, adjectives used in the definition of Brahman, these three together are defining Brahman. Though mutually they are not related, but each one of them related to Brahman Visa. Now, Jnana Shabda, Jnanam Brahma, along with other two, this is Brahman is qualified there or defined there. What are the other two? Satyatam, Satya and Anantata. Satyata and Anantata के साथ ज्ञान शब्द का प्रयोग किया गया है. If सत्यता और अनंतता को हटा के सिंपल ज्ञानम ब्रह्म you say, then their complications are there. Since ज्ञान शब्द, be alert, be alert. Since ज्ञान शब्द is used and is related to Brahman, along with the Satyata and Anantata, Jnana Kartru is ruled out here, and Bhava Sadhana alone stands correct. Why? Because this Jnana Shabdam is not individually Prayoged. It is used along with Satyata and Anantata. Now, what do you mean by this? That's Acharya says. Nahi Satyata Anantata cha Jnanakartrutve sati upapadyate. Satyata Anantata cha Jnanakartrutve sati upapadyate. Now, if there is Jnanakartru, now knowledge, Jnanam Brahma mein, if Jnana is taken as Jnanakartru here, no, Jnana means not Jnapti, but agent of knowing. Waha laga diya. If that is the case, then since if it is agent of knowing, then Satyata and Anantata, these two are not permissible to be used here. Why? Agent of knowing, if you bring Jnana Kartru, so it cannot be Satyam, it cannot be Anantam. Why? Why? Because Jnanakartru nahi Satyata Anantata cha Jnanakartrutve sati upapadyate. Jnanakartrutve nahi Vikriyamanam Katam Satyam Bhavet Anantancha. Now Jnanakartru means what? Vikriyamanam is changing. Agent of knowing is subjected to change. Why? The known vastu, the Jnaya vastus are changing. When Jnaya vastus are changing, there are many Jnaya vastus, and this agent of knowing is there, Jnanakartru. So Jnanakartru sometimes sees, sometimes doesn't see, sometimes sees X something. So he is changing, Parinama. When he is changing, then he cannot be Satya. What is Satyam? Trikala Abhadita Vastu. That which remains the same in all three periods of time. Here he is changing, subjected to change. A changing phenomenon cannot be called as Satyam, but Jnanam Brahma mein, Jnanam Brahma, this Jnana Shabda is used along with Satyata. So Jnanam, if you take Jnana Kartru, then it cannot be Satya. Therefore, in Jnanam Brahma, Jnanam Kartru if you take, in the Jnanam is, suppose if you take Jnanam meaning as Jnana Kartru, agent of knowing, then it cannot be Satyam. So the definition becomes again problem. Similarly, what is Anantata? Vikriyamanam Katam Satyam Bhavet Anantancha. Well, similarly, if you take Jnanam Brahma mein, Jnanam as Jnana Kartru, then it cannot be infinite. Why? Because what is Anantam? Anantam is Yadhi na kutaschit pradibhajyate tad Anantam. That which is not separated from anything else is called as Anantam. Ant माने what? Suppose यहाँ इसका यहाँ से वहाँ तक है, वहाँ अंत होगा. वहां अंत हुआ माने what is it beyond, something else is starting. So that means what? Where the thing is not separable or separated from any other thing, that is called infinite. If it is separated, it is finite. Now, in Jnana Kartru, if Jnana Shabda mein Jnana Kartru, if you take agent of knowing, it is separated by what? It is separated as Jnatru, Jnaya, Jnanam. It is Pravibhujyate. So there are 3 entities are come. If Jnana Kartru means there is a Jnaya Vastu, Jnana instrument of knowledge, and the knower of it. So it is divided into 3. When it is divided, it is not Anantam, it is Antam. Therefore, Jnana Shabda, no, you cannot argue, why can't we take Jnana Kartru? Because this Shabda, Jnanam Brahma, is Jnanam Shabda, is attribute, Visheshana, is used along with Satyata and Anantata. Therefore, Jnanam here, Jnana Kartru is not possible. Here it has to be Jnapti only. In Jnapti only, it is Satyata and Anantata are included in it. Otherwise, it cannot be Satyata and Anantata. It cannot be real. Jnana Kartru, act of agent of knowing, he cannot be real because he is subjected to change. And also he cannot be infinite because it is already divided into 3 factors as known, knowing and knower. Hence, Jnana Shabdama, meaning here attribute Visheshana, the Jnana Shabda should be, the meaning of Jnana should be taken here as Jnaptihi only and not Jnana, Jnatru, not as Jnatru or Jnana Kartru. लगता है बाउंसर जा रहा है, जाने दो. सो ज्ञान कर्तृत्वेन ही विक्रियमाणं कथं सत्यं भवेत् अनन्तं च यदि न कुतश्चित् विभज्यते तदनन्तं ज्ञान कर्तृत्वे च ज्ञेय ज्ञानाभ्यां प्रविभक्तम् इति अनन्तता न स्यात्. ज्ञेय ज्ञानाभ्यां, it is divided by ज्ञेयम and ज्ञानम. The ज्ञान कर्तृ is separated by the object of knowing, of the instrument of knowledge and also the object known. Therefore, since he is divided, separated like this, he cannot be anantata. He cannot be infinite. There cannot be anantata to it. Yatra na anyad vijanati sabhoma atha yatra anyad vijanati tadalpam iti. What is the Shruti? Shrutimata says, Chandogya Upanishad, yatra na anyad vijanati. Yatra anyad vijanati means that where there is nothing else other than himself, nothing else is known, anyat na vijanati. Where there is what you call one does not understand anything else there, one who doesn't, when there is nothing else other to understand, that is called bhuma. Anyat vijana, yatra na anyat vijanati. One who doesn't understand anything else, that's called bhuma. Bhuma is infinity. Why? If there is something else to understand, to know, then it is not bhuma. Why? It is divided by 3 factors: known, knowing and the knower. Ataha yatra anyad vijanati tadalpam. And there is something else where there you know something else other than you, then that is alpam. Why? It is divided. It is not infinite. It can't be bhuma. Why? It is divided by knower, known and the knowing. Act of the knower, the known and the instrument of knowledge. Therefore, here jnanam shabdam is taken. Why jnanam is prayogam? Because if you take Satyam Brahma and leave it there only, the problem is that it becomes material cause. So cause is attributed to Brahman and the Brahman becomes insentient like Jadavastu, like clay. Therefore, Jnanam Brahma is to be used. Now, Jnanam Brahma Shabda, Jnanam meaning should be taken as Bhava Sadhana and not as Jnana Kartru. Why? This Jnanam is used along with Satyata and Anantatacha. Then the 2 other factors also are taken into consideration. If you take Jnana Kartru, it can no more be real Vastu and also it becomes finite. But these 3 Visheshanas together are defining Brahman. So Jnanam Shabda, meaning of Jnana should be taken here as jnapti only, and there is no other possibility. That is the meaning. So now here one question is asked. Na anyad vijanati iti vishesha pratishedat atmanam vijanati iti chet. Sir, na anyad vijanati. That means what? One does not understand anything else. One does not know anything else. This is Upanishad Vakya. Sabhuma, you said. One does not know anything else. One does not understand anything else. That state is called Bhuma, infinity. You mentioned it. Very good. Now, but one doubt. Na anyad vijanati, one who does not understand anything else. Vishesha pratishedhat. Here, what is happening? All the particulars, visheshanas, are denied. Pratishedhat. Very listen carefully. Vishesha pratishedhat, meaning what? There is one who does not understand anything else, means there remains nothing else other than him to know. No object is there. So Vishesha Pratishedha, all other particulars are denied. All other Visheshanas, all other objects are denied. They don't exist. So because Anyat Vijanati, so one who does not understand anything else, in this statement, Vishesha Pratishedhat Atmanam Vijanati. That means, can I say, in the absence of the duality of any other vastu existing, since no other details or particulars are all available, everything is denied, can I say, in that case, because Anyat Vijanati you said, Anyat Vijanati, one who does not understand anything else, in that state, can I say that one who, in that state, he knows himself? Why can't I say? Since there is nothing Anya Vijanati, that means he knows himself. Can I say that? No. What is the other possibility now left? See, the possibility is, the doubt is, one you say that there remains nothing else to be known, one does not understand anything else, that means one knows himself. Can I say that? Why can't I say? The Purva Pakshi asked. Now, why? Here, Bhuma. Bhuma means infinite. Bhuma Lakshana Vidhi Paratvat Vakyasya. Now, the sentence, Na Anyad Vijanati, is actually meant for enunciate or take out or eke out what? The definition of Bhuma. The purpose of the statement, Yatra Anyat na Vijanati, Na Anyat Vijanati. One does not know or one does not understand anything else. This Vakyam is meant to define Bhuma, infinite. See, Bhuma Lakshana Vidhi, to enunciate definition of Bhuma or infinite. This Vakyasya. That is the purpose there. Why? Yatra na anyat pashyati ityadi bhumno lakshana vidiparam vakyam. Yatra na anyat pashyati and all that. All these, this vakyam is dedicated, or the purpose is it, na anyat pashyati ityadi bhumno lakshana. It is to define that bhuma, the sole purpose of this Mahopanishad Vakya, na anyat vijanati. Yatra na anyat vijanati, where there remains nothing else to know, or one does not understand anything else, one does not know anything else. In this statement, this is meant to define Bhuma, infinite, as a lakshana of that Bhuma. That is what this prayogam is done. How? Yatha प्रसिद्धम एव अन्यो अन्यत् पश्यति इति एतदुपादाय यत्र तन्नास्ति स भूमा इति भूमस्वरूपम तत्र ज्ञाप्यते. Now there the purpose ज्ञाप्यते is expressed, is made, is narrated and made us understand. ज्ञाप्यते, याद कराया, ज्ञान कराया, कराता है in the statement. The statement is making us aware or understand something. What is that? Yatha, just as prasiddham is very popular, very well known everywhere. What is that popular? Anyo anyat pashyati. One always sees something else different from himself. Anyaha anyat pashyati. That is the meaning. So that is the prasiddham loke. Anyaha anyat pashyati iti etad upadaya. Now considering this fact, in this world, everybody's anubhava is that someone sees something else other than him. Someone knows something else other than him. Someone hears something else which is other than him. Someone sees something else which is other than him. Upadaya. This is a common experience. So taking this common experience into consideration, that infinity is pointed out as the state in which this is absent. That is the purpose. So by saying this, what is indicated to us is that, what is expressed is that Bhuma, infinity is expressed. The reality is expressed in the statement. Now, अन्यग्रहणस्य प्राप्त प्रतिषेधार्थत्वात् न स्वात्मनि क्रिया अस्तित्व परम वाक्यम. Now, in this statement, when they say that yatra na anyat vijanati, this statement is to define the lakshana of bhuma, because the common experience yatra anyo anyat pashyati iti upadaya, this taken into consideration. Yatra tan nasti, where this kind of experience doesn't exist, sa bhuma, that is bhuma, infinity. Iti bhuma swarupam tatra jnapyate. Very good. Now it doesn't mean, that means what? Anyagrahanasya prapta pratishedhat. Now, Anyagrahanasya means duality. Anyagrahanam, perception of duality. Anyagrahanasya prapta pratishedharthatva means what? It is to deny already a recognized fact of the perception of duality. Anyagrahanasya prapta pratishedhat. So recognized fact of duality is there, that everybody anyo anyat pashyati. That's a recognized fact of duality in this vyavahara. So pratishedharthat, in order to deny this, in order to defile this kind of experience or deny this, this statement is uttered. Which one? Yatra na anyat vijanati. The statement, it is meant for that purpose. Doesn't mean it creates swatmani na swatmani kriya astitva param. This statement is not to prove the existence of action in oneself. It is not mentioning, it is not saying that yatra na anyat vijanati. It is meant for bhuma. It is not that to say that it means that one knows himself. ये ऐसा बताने के लिए इस वाक्य का मतलब नहीं है. The purport of this statement is, you cannot come to conclusion where one does not understand anything else. इसका मतलब one knows himself. That is not the purpose here. That matlab is wrong. You cannot take out that matlab. Why? This purpose of the statement is to indicate, define the lakshana or bhuma. Taking into the common experience into consideration, yatra anyo pashyati, But this is absent. Anyatvam is absent in Bhuma. That is infinity, where Anyatvam is absent. So to point out this Vakyam is used in Upanishad, given out by Rishis. It doesn't mean he knows himself. No, he knows himself में an action is there, क्रिया, कर्तृ is there. मैं अपने आप को जानता हूं, माने इसमें मैं जानता हूं, एक क्रिया, स्वात्मनि. So Bhagavan, our Shankaracharya says, this Vakyam, it is to deny the perception of duality in that state of Bhuma. It doesn't mean that one knows himself, aisa karke. It is not, na swatmani kriya asti. This action, this Vakyam is not meant to show the, to prove the existence of kriya, action in oneself. As what? I know, मैं अपने आप को जानता हूं. That is not meant for this here, the statement. So your question, where there nothing else remains, you say, therefore one knows himself, this is wrong. Swatmanicha bheda abhavat. No, there is no bhedam in Swatma. How can you divide your own self into two? तो एक है या दो है? Self is only one. So since there is no division, there is no bheda bhava in one's own self, vijnana anupapattihi, and there is no possibility of cognition. Vijnanam, here cognition as a vritti. Now why? Because, and jnanam brahma also, because when there is only one self is there, Swatmane, you cannot divide it. Why? Because our jnanam means what? We always say vritti jnanam alone is jnanam, not sarupa jnanam. Knowledge means a kriya, a knower is there, and knowing is an antakarana dharma. What is our knowledge? अयो ज्ञान की वो तो ज्ञान तो चाहिए ही. Somebody was telling, वो अद्वैत पढ़ने से घमंडी हो जाता है. Really, if you don't understand अद्वैत को घमंड, the absence of boom, I mean the duality, how can you become arrogant? That means you are not studied. वो ज्ञानी लोगों को बहुत अहंकार होता है. ये बहुत बार लेक्चर में सुना होगा आप. If that jnana is considered as jnaptihi, then where is the question of ahankar? Bakwas is bakwas. If you take jnanam as vritti jnanam, then if ho sakta hai. Why not? Vritti jnanam is parichinnam. Anyatvam is there, duality is there. तो उसमें comparison आता है. So swatmani beda abhavat vijnana anupapattihi. There is a cognition is not possible there. Vijnana knowledge or vritti jnanam is not possible. Why? There is nothing. There is only one self. There is no difference in self. Now atmanascha vijneyatve jnatra bhava prasangaha jneyatvena eva vinayuktatvat. Now, see, Jneyam, no Jnana Shabda is there. In Jnanam Brahma, be alert. In Jnanam Brahma, what should be the meaning of Jnanam? That is the church. Which meaning is possible? Only one meaning you can give. You cannot give 2, 3 meanings. All meanings you cannot give. So either you give, suppose you define jnana means as jnayam, or jnana means as jnanakartru, or jnana means pure jnanam. किसी एक का प्रयोग करके एक का somewhere one meaning only to be taken. You cannot associate the meaning of jnana means ये भी है, वो भी है, ये भी है. So Vedanta vichara it is. You cannot give 2, 3 definitions to one word. So we have now already stated jnana means jnaptihi, avabodha, not instrument of knowledge, but pure knowledge. So jnana kartru is ruled out, already ruled out. So we define siddhantam, jnana means jnaptihi defined. Subsequently, we ruled out jnana kartru. So jnana kartru, it is not possible. Now who is left now? Jnayam. Now why can't we take the meaning of jnanam as jnayam? Agent of knowing, if you take the meaning of jnana, are you understanding or? If you take the meaning of the word jnanam, first defined, Siddhanta is jnanam is jnaptihi, knowledge. Now only one meaning I can give. Now what other possibilities? Jnana kartru or jnayam. Jnana kartru ruled out. We saw already. Now what is left out now? Jnayam. Therefore, now Acharya says, Atmanascha Vijnayatve. If you take the meaning of self as Vijnayatve, as object to be known, then the question is, Jnatru Abhava Prasangaha. Now, Jnatru is knower. The question of now, who, suppose you say Brahman, it has been known, or it has been shown. Now the question is, by whom it is known? So therefore, Jnayatvena eva vinyuktatvat. Now, Atmanasya Vijnayatve. Now, once this, earlier we have seen already, if you take, the Jnapti is already taken. So, Atma Shabdha, Vijnay Atmanasya Jnayatvena eva vinyuktatvat. Already it has told earlier. So, if you take, it's simply Vijnayatva, Atman is to be known, Jnay Vijnayam. Then by whom the question will come? Therefore, jnana means jnaptihi eva. Okay? So because we saw Brahman is Vijnayatvam, which is to be known, Vedyataya, all those things. Now, question is, Eka eva Atma, one more question. No sir, only one self is there, but it is divided into two. Jnayatvena, Jnatrutvena, cha ubhayata bhavati iti. Same self is acting as a knower and also known. अपने आप को जान रहा है. जानने वाला कौन है? मैं. किसको जान रहे? अपने आप को. माने इधर वहां पे knower and the known, Atman is divided as a knower and the known. मैं आत्मा को जान लिया, वहां पे क्या हुआ? Knower and the known division is created. Where? In my own self. ऐसा कहने से, why can't I say this division is possible within myself? So not possible. That we will see tomorrow. So what we saw so far? Satyam Brahma, if you leave it as it is, Brahma is two defects, Karanatvam and Jadatvam. Therefore, Jnanam is used. In the different meanings of Jnanam, Jnana is bhava sadhana, therefore it is jnaptihi, pure knowledge. Our knowledge is vritti jnanam. There is not vritti jnanam. Jnana kartru ruled out, everything is possibility is ruled out. Why Vijnayatva? If you take Brahman as no Jnaya Vastu, Jnatru is required. Who is knowing it? Yes, but we have already proved that Jnatru is not possible. So therefore, Jnana means Jnaptihi. So why? Satyata में दो defects है. To negate those defects, Jnanam is the word used. So Jnanam also becomes redundant without Satyata and Anantata. And Satyam becomes useless without Jnanam and Anantam. And Anantam becomes useless without Satyam and Jnanam. So these three are, though not mutually related, but Brahma Shabdena Sambadhyate, Satyam Brahma, Jnanam Brahma, Anantam Brahma iti. Now, what is this question and answer? The division, nowhere, Jnayatvena and Jnatrutva, we will see tomorrow. Om Purnamadaha, Purnamidam Purnat Purnudachyate, Purnasya Purnamadaya, Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Tomorrow Sunday 6:30 a.m.